Hi guys. So it's been like a crazy week. That full moon was insane. I don't know if any of you guys felt anything during that time, but um a lot of ascension. Plus my grandma on my mom's side, her name was Ellen. She's one of my spirit guides, and October 1st is her birthday, and that was the date of the blood full moon. And it was just like a crazy, insanely awesome, very spiritual day with a lot of growth and healing and closure. So it's been a busy week. So I hope that you guys are all doing well. I don't know if you guys saw the moon last night, but Mars is in conjunction with the moon from yesterday till today. So if you look at the moon, you'll see like a little red dot not too far from it, and that's Mars. And if you watch the past, like my past couple readings, there was a repeating theme in the cards, which was like blue flame to like a surge of red fire. And I finally understood what that meant when I was looking at the moon with Mars last night. The moon represents our fears, our subconscious, our intuition, and it goes through phases just like people do. And then Mars is the planet of passion, of conflict, all of those red fiery energies. So it's like the moon, all of that, internal, like your deepest internal emotions, and Mars is like the opposite, right? So that's what that I realized last night as I was looking at the sky. I was like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. So what's super interesting was as I was having that download, I got another one that was like, this is about not like stuffing down your subconscious desires anymore due to fear. This is a time of facing fears. It's like expansion of your inner spiritual warrior coming out. Because it's like the drive, the motivation, the passion, and pushing through that conflict in order to be more in tune with yourself. Self-actualization, okay, if you want to put it simply. And I was thinking a lot today about self, right? It's the notion of just being. That's your authentic self. Aside from what you label yourself as, who you claim to be, the way you dress, the way you speak, whatever, all of that doesn't matter, okay? It's who you are at your core. That's your authentic self. When you take away all the labels, and anything external, right? When you take that away and you are just able to be in the absence of thought, that's your authentic self. Our brain actually like limits our ability to be in tune with ourselves significantly. The more, like, true intelligence is learning to turn off the brain. That's true intelligence. Because then you can just be, right? It's being completely selfless. And I'm not saying giving away your power, I'm saying not identifying with your ego. Not identifying with your ego. Everyone at their core is full of compassion, joy, and unconditional love. What tricks us sometimes is we outthink that, and we're not able to access those core emotions because of our brain, literally. It just won't stop. I mean, it's a tool, right? It's a tool. But when you're able to turn that off and actually just be, those emotions will be unlocked. And that's your authentic self. Okay? That's your subconscious. How I was thinking about how this relates to relationships a lot today. And why do we miss people, right? We miss those feelings from when they're around. What's interesting is you have access to those feelings that those people give you at all times because they're yours. They're never truly gone. Your brain tricks you into thinking it was them that brought out those emotions in you. No, you guys, it's the other way around. You were able to just be in their presence and you were able to access those emotions, but they're within you all the time. This is the core of a lot of our grief and pain and suffering in regard to love, right? Or other things that happen in our life. It doesn't have to be romantic, okay? It's self-imposed. It's self-imposed. Because those are your true, genuine, inner, that is your authentic self. So it's learning to gain access to that and not rely on another person or other people for that. That's the trick. And it involves turning off the mind and opening the heart space. That's the trick. But that's what the astrological event that was happening yesterday and today, this is really, really pushing for that. It's pushing for your spiritual warrior to come out and face your fears and all those subconscious, all that subconscious stuff you've just been pushing down, trying not to deal with it, causing internal conflict, external conflict. Astrologically, the cosmos are it's time to deal with that. So heavy stuff. But I mean, all this huge download happened when I was looking at the sky last night. But it totally made sense. I mean, that theme, as you know, has been recurrent in my last couple of readings. Not the zodiac ones, but my regular collective videos, repeatedly the last couple of ones. So that's why this time is super manifestation time. That explains it. Super manifestation time right now, because it's your inner spiritual warrior wanting to come out, being hey, you've pushed me down long enough. I'm here. Let's deal with this so that we can have be awesome on our destined life path. Okay. So I'm gonna pull some cards for this today. I'm gonna use energy oracle cards. Appreciation and envy. Two polar opposites. Again, kind of that dark to fiery, and yeah, appreciation. Standing in your power. Standing in your power. You're not closed in, right? You're not gated in. You have the capability to build this lush garden internally at your discretion. All right. Okay. Door to romance. Door to romance. Do you see how that heart is caged and it's between that door, but the doors are opening up? Opening your heart space, you guys. It's currently in a cage with a lock because of this. Because of this. Okay. 33. This number's been freaking all week. This number's been haunting me. 33. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Rest and rejuvenation. Rest and rejuvenation. This is spirit, right? This guy's getting in tune. He's meditating. He's getting in tune with himself. He's shutting off his mind, opening that spiritual aspect within himself. This one really wants to come out. Strength at the heart of the region. Cornucopia. Okay, I'll go over this in a second, you guys. That one wants to come out. All right, I'm gonna take all of these. And hostilities, that's exactly it. That's that Mars energy. Conflict, for sure. But do you see how it's that warrior stance? Ready to fight. Spiritual warrior, right? Couldn't have summed it up better. I love the images that back up my intro. It's just so amazing. These readings, you guys. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, shut off the brain, open your heart space, right? That's the key to love. I'm not necessarily taking this in a romantic way for this reading. I was talking more about love just in general with either friends, family, could be romantically as well, but just love in general, okay? Yeah, turning off the mind, okay? All that blue. And then strength, courage, inner strength, taming the beast within. That's what the strength card is. Taming the beast within. Leo is also a fire sign. This card is usually representative of Leo. They're a fire sign as well. So all that fiery passion, right? Don't keep your heart in a cage. Like your inner subconscious to fire. Spiritual warrior. How about that? That was my intro, right? Spiritual warrior, taming the beast within. Opening your heart space. Blue to fire. The heart of the reading. Because 6 cards came out, making these 2 literally the heart of the reading. Normally it's 1, but an extra one came out. For this reason, I'm sure. Cornucopia, abundance. Following your destined life path. What you deem to be abundance for you. Cornucopia, look at this. Harvest, right? Also fall. And I believe October 1st was the harvest blood moon. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was. Okay. And this is about things that have been keeping you all tied up from your head space. As I was saying, perfectly in line with my message, it's our brain that does this to us. It's literally our brain that does this. This kind of self-imposed mental prison. It's like the 8 of Swords, right? We want it to be like this. And second chakra, Archangel Ariel. This is like the orange chakra. So that fire, right? It's the gut. Your intuition, as I was saying. It's about courage. It's about passion. It's about creativity. All that fiery energy. And it's under this, you guys. How more clear could this be? Right? I mean, what's really coming to mind here is the Ace of Wands. It's like that passionate, fiery, new start energy, listening to what your intuition is telling you. Your spiritual warrior wants to come out. It's fighting for this right now because your heart's been caged. Because of our freaking brain. This message is perfect. And what's under this, you guys? 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. It's the throat chakra. Communication. Talking about this kind of stuff. Realizing that communication, from your heart space is really where it's at. Not your head space. Because when we overthink things and ruminate on things, or chase things, right? This is what happens. Self-imposed. Door to person. These are how the messages have been. Like cards just coming up on the bottom. Door to personal healing and happiness. Look at that. Look at the difference. Okay, this is how we started the reading, and look at the last card that I just pulled for the overall energy. This is the transition. This is what this time is meant for. Look at that. The doors are opening, right? If you're able to unlock that heart space and get that heart out of the cage, this, you guys, look at that. And 33 to 34, that's really funny. For connection, not this. Look at these cards just keep coming out. Look at this. Caring connection, right? Healing that heart space from a broken heart. So really it's like that, right? For this is like the Four of Wands. Happy home, happy family, happy community. Unconditional love. Unconditional love, right? True connection. That's what this is for. This is why all these astrological events are happening, to show us this. To show us this. And it's going to open up so many possibilities for you. Look at all these doors opening up. Look at all these doors opening up. If one closes that wasn't meant to be on your destined life path, several more will open for this. For this. If you allow this process to happen, you're a spiritual warrior. Not subduing your subconscious, but really going within and allowing it to come out and pursuing your destined life path from your heart space. Okay? And it'll cause ascension. Crown chakra. Seventh chakra. Crown chakra. I call it ascension. A lot of other spiritual people do. Really, you guys, it's like, if you don't like that word, I have encountered that before with life wisdom. Applying life lessons as wisdom. Okay? Like integrating it into your life of things that you've experienced and lessons that you've learned. Integrating it into your life as wisdom is a different way of saying ascension. Okay? But yeah, that's incredible. Okay. I kind of got these all mixed up now. Okay. That's so funny. A lot of the readings have been that way lately. Oops, I missed one. It goes right there. Okay. So I'm going to clarify this with, actually, let me pull a spirit animal, grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. That's also been a recurrent theme in a lot of the readings lately. Alright, animal spirit. So yeah, this is the deck that I'm using right now. Time to collaborate. Ant spirit. Pieces of your puzzle, right? And pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Use your mind wisely. So again, it's about connection, right? Like pieces of the puzzle. You may not always see the bigger picture at the time, but know that it's part of your journey, whatever you're going through. Okay? And don't forget what I was saying in the beginning about if you're like missing someone or heartbroken over someone because of how you felt when you were with him, those are your feelings, you guys. Those are within you all the time. They didn't go away. If you're in separation or whatever, or that person's no longer in your life, those feelings didn't go away. They're within you. It's a piece of your puzzle. Okay? And use your mind wisely. Pig spirit, I love this because it's like that fiery energy, right? But also I was talking about applying knowledge from lessons that you've learned as wisdom in your life. And it's like pigs flying, right? Your spiritual warrior. I feel like this is a spirit animal oracle deck. This is a really cute, but kind of like, you know, it has that fiery energy behind it. It's like drive. That's Mars. Like drive. Okay. But yeah, it is also, Mars can also represent conflict, internal or external. So it's like battling or healing, like your spiritual warrior, healing that internal conflict because you've been suppressing that stuff subconsciously. And it's time to like, it's time to acknowledge it, that it's keeping you like this, okay? And heal it and turn it to like courage, passion. Turn it, right? Taming the beast within. Turn it to like courage, passion, drive to do this. To do this. I read something today when I was reading down on the beach. And yeah, I have beach hair and I'm all sandy, but the messages that were coming to me yesterday and today were really important, so I wanted to do this reading. I don't really care how I look in these videos, you guys. It's more about the messages, okay? But I'll still comment on it because I'm just like that. So, but anyways, I was reading this book. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. If you haven't, it may be helpful to look into. It's very dense. Like, I find myself having to read the sentences a couple times, but it's excellent. It's excellent. Especially if you're like newer to spirituality and working with energy, or learning about the subconscious versus versus your conscious, right? So I was reading in that book about how all of the meaningful things in our life, creativity, joy, love, there's a couple other, like all of our passions, right? This represents all of our passions. They have nothing to do with the mind. They have nothing to do with the mind. If you're doing something and it brings you temporary pleasure and it goes away when you're done doing that thing, it's like a mind trick. It's just like, as I was talking about with relationships, right? When that person's gone and you're like, oh, I miss those feelings that I had when I was with them. It's a mind trick. You have it within you the whole time. You have it within you the whole time. It doesn't go away. So learning to access that on your own is the trick, okay, you guys? But that's the definition of abundance. All the things that literally have nothing to do with the mind. I'm not saying, scientists don't enjoy their job or anything. I'm a scientist, okay? I'm just saying, don't let it consume you. Don't let it be your only way of life. Because true abundance comes from the heart space. True abundance comes from the heart space. Okay? Alright. Actually, I like it more like this. Okay, let me clarify all of these. So I'm going to use Fountain Tarot to clarify. Four of Wands and Strength. As if this is not a clear message, okay? Inner warrior, taming the beast within. Okay? Look at all that fire. Look at all that fire. And Four of Wands, that's that happy home, happy family, happy community, union, perfect harmony and balance within self and your relationships, and it'll branch out into the world. Look at that. Look at that. And it's like blue and fire, right? That's like totally a repeating theme right now for the reasons that I mentioned. Okay. In other words, it's time to really listen to your subconscious and pursue that, you guys. Pursue that. That's what the astrological events are pushing for right now. Alright, so door to romance. Six of Swords. Heading towards calmer waters. See that? Leaving really turbulent waters. Because what happens when we're all up in our headspace and it creates like this? This is leaving that, right? To head towards more peaceful waters. That's what that is. Shifting from the head to the heart. Okay? Also, taking with you those lessons that were learned as part of your journey, to use it as wisdom, to be more at peace internally. Okay. Rest and rejuvenation. 10 of Cups. Complete emotional fulfillment. Look at this. This pathway leading up, right? I don't know if that's I don't know. I can't tell if that's a bird or people, but it's like this pathway up, ascension, right? Complete emotional fulfillment. After going within and realizing what's important to you. What's your definition of abundance? Okay. And healing whatever is keeping you from this. This is also really in line with what I was saying about when you're with someone and they give you that feeling and then they go away and you feel like you don't have it anymore. This is within you. Complete emotional fulfillment is within you. It didn't ever go away. This is confirming what I was saying about that. Okay, you guys, just because the universe plays sick jokes on me. 3 and 3, 6 of Swords, okay? 1 and 9, 10 of Cups. It's just, the universe likes messing with my brain sometimes. All right, Angel of Strength. Oh, we have a couple here. 6 of Coins. This is about equal give and take. This is about equal give and take. It's about balance. It's about balance. Taming that beast within for balance. Okay? With your subconscious and your drive. Your spiritual warrior. Balance. Courage. Inner strength. Equal give and take. And 5 of Cups. So 5 of Cups is a feeling of sadness, of regret. It's about paying attention to 3 cups that have spilled over, and cups represent emotion in tarot, you guys. If this man would turn around, he would see that there's 2 full cups behind him. Abundance is there. Abundance is there. All you have to do is shift your perspective. Listen to what your subconscious is telling you. Okay? That's what this time is all about. And you'll see, you have abundance in your life already. It's about being grateful. That's what this message is definitely saying. This is about being grateful. And just being happy with being. All right? All tied up. Got a couple here. 7 of Cups. This is about a lot of options, a lot of confusion, muddled thinking. Look at that. Perfect. Perfectly clarifying. I mean, even the look on their faces, right? See how there's this all around them and they're all tied up? It's like, which way do I go? Which way do I do? Our brain confuses us. If we're able to shift that, that's when we can see this and open your heart space. This is so perfect. All right. And then the Emperor. Wow. The Emperor is representative of Aries, and it's like that fire sign, right? That fire. Leader. Like a strong leader. Okay? A fiery, passionate leader. Can this be any more clear? The Emperor. Taking control. Taking control. Pursuing your passions. This is like perfect message for the downloads I have been receiving the last 24 hours. Okay? Really all week, but significantly the last 24 hours. Fire, drive, taking charge for you, what your intuition is telling you, based on courage, passion, intuition, all that stuff, you guys. Here. Fire, okay? And then 7 of Wands. Yeah, So this is about feeling, this is again like a defensive stance, right? Seven of Wands is again, wands represent fire signs. Also, you guys, Seven of Wands means there's a lot of conflict and feeling backed into a corner, but standing your ground. That's the message I'm getting from this. Standing your ground. With truth, swords represent the mind, truth and clarity on things that you're passionate about. Standing your ground. Okay? It's like you're, I don't know how, I'm sorry for keeping on saying this, but it's like, this is the message. Your inner spiritual warrior is trying to fight for you, but you have to allow it to do it. Okay? So that's incredible. I'm going to, let me actually, you know what, I'm going to get another card for this ant spirit. I just want a little bit. Five of Coins. Five of Coins. This is about feeling left out, feeling sad, okay? Maybe even having financial difficulties. Time to collaborate with your soul family to get out of this energy. It's like the light's right there, right? Time to collaborate. That's interesting. Okay. So I was gonna pull some Island Time Wellness cards, but I think I want to do affirmators instead. I think this is a good time for affirmators just because of the whole releasing your inner spiritual warrior. Yeah. These readings never cease to amaze me. They're perfect. They're like perfect every time. My body is vibrant and beautiful. As I was saying, literally nothing externally defines your inner authentic self. Okay? Also, that reminds me a lot of this card and this card. This is like kind of like the message to me. And look at that, blue to fire, blue to fire. Okay, my body is vibrant and beautiful. Show the world the real you, perfectly in line. And you guys notice even with the lighting, the cards are like really orby today. It's kind of weird, but there's a lot of cool energy today that I've been experiencing. So show the world the real you, your authentic you, your authentic you. Unlearning learned behaviors is the key to your true identity. You can't make this ish up, you guys. Unlearning learned behaviors is the key to your true identity. It's turning this to this by opening your heart space. And so as again, you know what I just noticed about this card too, you guys? As I was saying, our brain is a tool. It's useful in certain situations, and that's also what this card is saying. Use your mind wisely. Don't allow it to confuse you and leave you feeling like you're like this, right? Use it when it needs to be used to either look back and learn lessons about things from the past, not to ruminate on it, but to apply that going forward. It's a tool. Don't let it control you. Don't let it control you, right? That's also what this is, taming the beast. Don't let it control you. All right, equal give and take. That was an incredible reading. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to do this follow-up reading to explain to you guys some of the downloads that I had about that blue to very fiery energy and why. And yeah, I hope that it helped you guys in some way, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.